and more. Think of system administrator as a tech generalist. They handle many different things to keep an organization up and running. It's actually very similar to how IT support specialists work. You need to apply your diverse set of tech skills in different situations to help solve problems in an organization. As an IT support specialist, doing systems administration tasks might be part of the job. So we're going to introduce the skills and knowledge you need to manage organizations and systems to keep your skills well-rounded. By the end of this course, you'll learn what services are used in IT infrastructure. You'll also learn about essential user software for your organization and how to manage an entire organization's users and computers using directory services. Finally, you'll learn the skills you need to back up your organization's data and recover it in the case of a disaster. All right, it's time to get started, so let's dive in. Before we can get into the nitty-gritty of what systems administration is, we need to talk about what these systems are. Organizations don't just run on their own. Employees need computers along with access to the internet to reach out to clients. The organization websites need to be up and running. Files have to be shared back and forth, and so much more. All of these requirements make up the IT infrastructure of an organization. IT infrastructure encompasses the software, the hardware, network, and services required for an organization to operate in an enterprise IT environment. Without IT infrastructure, employees wouldn't be able to do their jobs, and the whole company will crumble before it even gets started. So organizations employ the help of someone like a systems administrator to manage the company's IT infrastructure. System administrators, or as we like to call them, sysadmins, are the unsung heroes in an organization. They work in the background to make sure a company's IT infrastructure is always working, constantly fighting to prevent IT disasters from happening. Notice all of the really hard work that sysadmins put in. So show a little appreciation for your sysadmin by celebrating System Administrator Appreciation Day worldwide. Yes, that's a real thing. In all seriousness, sysadmins have a lot of different responsibilities. Any company that has an IT presence needs a sysadmin or someone who handles those responsibilities. The role of a sysadmin can vary depending on the size of an organization. As an organization gets bigger, you need teams of sysadmins. Their responsibilities may be separated out into different roles with job titles like network administrators and database administrators. Companies like Facebook and Apple don't have a single person running their IT show. But in smaller companies, it's usually a single person who manages an entire company's IT infrastructure. In this course, we'll focus on how just one person can single-handedly manage an IT infrastructure. You learn the skills you need to manage an organization of less than 100 people as a sole IT person. As you start to scale up to large organizations, you'll also need to level up your knowledge of systems administration. You need to pick up skills that allow you to automate workflows and manage configurations or computer settings automatically. Don't worry, we'll discuss how to do this in an upcoming course on IT automation. Right now, let's focus on systems administration in a small organization. In the next couple lessons, we're going to talk in detail about the responsibilities of a sysadmin and how that relates to a role of an IT support specialist who handles system administration. Basically, a sysadmin is responsible for their company's IT services. Employees need these IT services so that they can be productive. This includes things like email, file storage, running a website, and more. These services have to be stored somewhere. They don't just appear out of nowhere. Any thoughts on where they're stored? If the answer is servers, you're correct. We talked about servers in an earlier course, and you've learned that the term servers can have multiple meanings. In one course, we discussed how servers have web content that they serve to other computers. In another course, we talked about how servers can be software that perform a certain function. In this video, we're going to talk about servers more in depth because in many cases, sysadmins are responsible for maintaining all of the company's servers. If you're working as an IT support specialist and have systems administration responsibilities, these tasks could be something you'll perform. A server is essentially software or a machine that provides services to other software or machines. For example, a web server stores and serves content to clients through the internet. You can access the web server through a domain name like google.com, We'll dive deeper into web servers in a later course. Right now, let's run down some other examples of servers. An email server provides email services to other machines, and an SSH server provides SSH services to other machines, and so on and so forth. We call them machines that use the services provided by a server clients. Clients request the services from a server, and in turn, the servers respond with these services. A server can provide services to multiple clients at once, and a client can use multiple servers. Any computer can be a server. I could start up a web server on my home computer that would be able to serve my own personal website on the internet for me. But I don't really want to do that because I'd have to leave my computer on all the time in order for my website to be available all the time. Industry standard servers are typically running 24/7, and they don't run on dinky little hardware like my home laptop. They run on a really powerful and reliable hardware. Server hardware can come in lots of different forms. They can be towers that sit upright that look very similar to the desktops we've seen. Those towers can be put in a closet or can sit on a table if you want them to. But what if you needed to have 10 servers? The towers would start taking up way too much space. Instead, you can use rack servers, which lay flat and are usually mounted in a 90-inch wide server rack. If you needed even more space, you could use blade servers that are even slimmer than racks. There are other types of form factors for servers, but these are the most common ones.